So the VOX Continental, Korg and VOX have had a partnership for many years now, and this is a redux of the classic Continental from the 70s, which was a transistor organ, all analog, really a classic stage piano that covered kind of the gamut of all of the organ sounds that you might hear on tracks like the Doors, the Monkees back then. And then what we've done is we've taken those classic organs, really captured the VOX sound, but also we have a CX3 style organ and of course a compact. And then there's touch drawbars for the organ, which allow you to program just like you would on a drawbar organ, as well as an e-piano engine, which has tines and reeds and FM e-pianos, a grand piano engine for your grands and uprights, and of course your electric grands. And then on top of that, there's a key layer engine, which covers any key sounds that aren't covered by the other engines, brass sounds, sampled strings, leads, and then of course synths and other sounds like sound effects and various PCM. On top of that, you have a full effect section with your modulation effects, as well as a delay, reverb, and a touch EQ. So if I activate that and then go over here to the drawbar section, I can actually EQ every single band just by touch. So that allows me to really dial in the perfect sound for the room that I'm in. And then of course you can control the various parameters of your synth engine using the touch bars. So right here I have cutoff and resonance and of course attack and decay for the synth engine. So what I was using just now was a layer of e-piano, the FM, Yamaha DX7 from the 80s style FM synth, and then of course a layer of strings on top of that running through a reverb to capture that kind of very classic retro 90s Twin Peaks style sound. On top of that, the Continental brings that 60s, 70s retro vibe with the new tubes over here. So the last thing you'll see on the way out of the signal path of the Continental is a stereo new tube gain section. So that's the equivalent of 2 stereo gain tubes. So for fully analog harmonic distortion on the output signal of the Continental. And then, of course, there's a dynamics function, which when it's in the middle, it's your typical dynamics curve for velocity. And then when you turn it on, turn it to the left, it's lighter dynamics for very expressive playing. And then when you turn it to the right, you can really slam and get the most out of your velocity. So that's the VOX Continental. It's the first of its kind in many, many years from VOX. And we're really happy to be showing it here at the Brooklyn Synth Expo at Main Drag Music.
Thank you very much. See you in a bit, guys.